everyone, it's St. Pam again. Tonight I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. I know I did say previously that I'm going to be talking about things once in a while that aren't necessarily related to Camelot Unchained, and this is going to be one of those times. What I wanted to talk about tonight is a Kickstarter project that I think is well worth backing. It is not another MMO or a video game that I'm about to refer to, but a pen and paper RPG by the company Cubicle 7. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Cubicle 7, they have made some amazing pen and paper games. Rocket Age, which I've referred to before, is one of them. They have also done the One Ring, Hobbit Tales, The Laundry, which is Lovecraftian, and many, many more. I'm not going to be talking about any of those games with this video though. I am solely going to focus on the game that was introduced with their Kickstarter project. This game is Joe Deaver's Lone Wolf. Some of you may be familiar with the setting from the Choose Your Own Adventure style books, though that description hardly does them any justice. You could go through the books and choose abilities that your character possesses and use those abilities to help determine what your outcome would be. So the outcome that you got could be vastly different from what I got. They were really kind of like personal pen and paper games, single player, which is kind of cool. And that still may not really do the books any justice. Now, what is planned for the pen and paper game is something that I think is absolutely amazing. It's exactly the sort of thing that my husband and I have been looking for to get our son involved in RPGs. He understands what my husband and I are doing when we're role playing, but as much as he wants to participate, he really wouldn't be able to grasp the rule set. This RPG would allow him to jump into it and it would be able to grow with him as well, which is important. The intent is that it starts with fairly simple rules, and as an inexperienced gamer becomes more used to them, you can start adding in more and more complex rules. The base game will come with several options for you, and more will be added through expansions to it later on. Now, the way that they mean to achieve the simplicity of the game at the beginning is the character would, in and of itself, would obviously have to be simple. Your character will be defined by combat skills, endurance points, and their willpower. And you'll also be able to use disciplines and equipment to take on whatever your game master decides to throw at you. To help achieve that simplicity for young and new gamers, there'll be a grid on the inside of the lid. Each player will receive a token for their character, and you just flip the token into the lid to get your number. What the number is important for would depend on what you're trying to do. You may have to beat a set number, or meet it, or even try to come in below it. From there, you'll be able to move on to more complex combat systems or character systems. You don't have to start that way if you don't want to either, or if you don't have any gamers that are unfamiliar with pen and paper RPGs. It allows you to choose what you and your group is most comfortable with, and you can go on from there, which is also really important, I think. So, for those of you that may not be familiar with the setting, you will be in the land of Magnamund, and you will take on the role of a Kyle Lord, which is an order of men and women that are capable of doing some pretty awesome things. Per the Kickstarter page, they are warrior, scholar, monks type thing. It's kind of cool. Your mission as a Kyle Lord is to help keep your homeland safe and secure, particularly from the Dark Lords of Helgadad. This opens up a lot of options for adventures. I mean, there's any number of things you could be trying to do to keep the realm safe. Now, the box will include everything that you'll need, but there'll also be expansions which will come with new areas for Magnamund, as well as pre-made adventures and even more options for character types and what pre-existing characters are able to do. Now, you can find a lot more information on the Kickstarter page, which I have linked below in the description. I really hope that you check it out. Even if you're not able to uh, support them now, or if you don't want to yet, that's fine. I just think it's a great asset for new and young gamers, and I really wanted to help get the word out. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about with this video. It may not be a lot, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. Again, and as always, I appreciate the support, and I hope you all have a great night or day. Thank you.